Now Pollard, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the gain there, and that leaves him with 14 yards still to go on third down. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year.
Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll run with Love. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw, Stafford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be taken at the 13. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. And it's the Ravens that have moved out to an early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott, and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Out now comes the Cowboys punter. as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, this is off the side of his foot. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They'll run with Pollard. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
From the 38, Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A quick throw there out to Williams. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And just like that, it's third down.
Hey, 250. 32. Mike 35. Mike 35. Hey, Charlie. Run you over.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Open man is Quinn, able to connect. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A Redskin first down. The pickup, 15 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Stafford now right at the 300-yard mark with still a quarter plus to go. It's first and 10.
And middle. Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. Hey, Delta. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Hey. What you got, Heavy? Give me side red.
Operating from the gun, Stafford. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Kill. 21. Hey, turn it up. Check 20. 40 got.
This is Love. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 44.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes as his guys are able to regain the lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC?
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. A check of the scoreboard there in the 3rd in Baltimore. And the Ravens have opened things up there. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Here's Pollard again. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Prescott on first down. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott as they have taken the lead. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen. Took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Lady!
To throw on 2nd and 6. Stafford. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Redskins on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Stafford. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On 1st down, Pollard. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now.
Let him know.
From just shy of midfield, Prescott. And that is incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Run for Pollard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cooper was the target there. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Love again. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We got this. That's good for a Washington Redskins first down.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Now a first down throw, Stafford. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Go, go. Mike 35. I got one. 35's the mic. 50.
They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the 2nd quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, Steve 6. Hey, easy.
Now it's Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Byron Jones, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
They'll run on first down. Pollard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11.
Go, get out there.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Prescott to throw. Able to find Willis. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talked about adjustments, well, he made some.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end up.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Robert Quinn in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. A huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. He was looking for Paul Richardson there.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5.
Nice pick, nice pick.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Gets through, and now an opening. Past the 20. 10, and he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
Now the final act of this victory, the extra point. It's up and it's good as they tack on one more to what's going to be a very satisfying victory. So we had action to the very end of this one, the score on the final play that they didn't need to have. They didn't just run out the clock, though. They added to their final total.
Played it all the way to the end, and you know some coaches preach that and tell their teams that's what I want all the time. And they feel like if they don't do it themselves, they're not living up to the message that they're sending out.
So for Dallas, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Redskins, they will fall to 1-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know when Mace, Posse, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs on the head, all being moved. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rocking over pearls and the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Steady, turn it up, giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? You talk about space or out your mind. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? Counter up, what kind? Gentlemen. When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. Running the spot, and you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dumb play, and you know we can't wait. 8 star quizzes, A+ final. Vocals we align with pocket like rocket fuel.
Blow your mind.
Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bag. You ain't get too bad, my bad.